He was seconds away from killing an entire family. Not in war, not in battle, just because of an insult. The anger had already taken over, and the decision was made. Then, she appeared. Today's story comes from the Bible, from the first book of Samuel, but this isn't a story about war or victory. It's about a decision that almost changed everything. David was in the wilderness, not a king yet, but on his way to becoming one. Around him were men, running, hungry, living, on the edge. In that same region, there was a very wealthy man named Nabal. The man was very rich. He had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, but despite his wealth, he was harsh, difficult, closed-hearted. David and his men had been protecting Nabal's shepherds. Not a formal agreement, but real protection. These men were a wall to us both by night and by day. When the time came, David sent a simple request, not a threat, not a demand, just a request. Please give whatever you have at hand to your servants and to your son David. But the response was an insult. Who is David? Who is the son of Jesse? That wasn't just rejection, that was humiliation. And in that moment, everything changed. David didn't respond with words, he responded with a decision. Every man strap on his sword. Right there, the story stopped being a request and became a coming massacre. This wasn't just anger, this was wounded ego, pressure, rejection, a decision that felt justified. But somewhere else, someone saw the full picture. A woman named Abigail. The woman was discerning and beautiful. She heard what happened, understood the danger, and moved immediately, without telling her husband. Abigail made haste and took 200 loaves. She didn't wait for the confrontation. She went to meet it, before blood was spilled. Meanwhile, David had already made up his mind.
God do so to the enemies of David, and more also, if by morning I leave so much as one male of all who belong to him.
Not one would survive. Then, he saw her. Abigail didn't scream. She didn't challenge him. She did something deeper. She fell before him, and spoke calmly. Let not my lord have this cause of grief or pangs of conscience, for having shed blood without cause. Then she reminded him of something bigger. The Lord will certainly make my lord a sure house, because my lord is fighting the battles of the Lord. She wasn't just stopping him. She was reminding him who he was, and who he was about to become. And in that moment, something broke. David stopped. He thought, and he turned back. Blessed be the Lord, who sent you this day to meet me. In a single moment, a decision that would have written a completely different future disappeared. Later, Nabal heard what had happened. His heart died within him, and he became as a stone. And days later, he was dead. Abigail became David's wife. But that's not the story. David wasn't stopped by a sword. He was stopped by a voice. And sometimes, the most dangerous decisions are the ones that feel the most justified.